Kennewick police are on the lookout for the person responsible for stabbing a woman and a teenage girl multiple times. And multiple state legislation bills have been signed into law, one of them meant to assist hospitals serving rural areas in Washington.
And we have a look at your morning conditions, your bus stop forecast right now.
From Camp KVUE Local News, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
And I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
And Riley, it is Friday.
It's Friday. We're all very excited to hear that.
Yeah, so what can we expect heading into the weekend?
Heading into the weekends, we're going to be seeing some overnight showers potentially on the way, and it's a little windy. It's going to be settling down, but here's a look at today's forecast. We'll get right into it. Happy Friday, everyone. We're looking forward to a warmer weekend ahead. We're seeing some light winds today, as we have been seeing for the last couple days. They've been lowering as we've been going on. We're looking into some overnight weekend showers. We'll get more into that in my full forecast. For today in the Yakima area, we're starting with some high 30 degrees, making our way into the mid to high 50s. That's in the Yakima Valley area. For the Tri-Cities in the Mid-Columbia, we're starting in the mid to high 40s, and we're going to be reaching about 60 degrees across the Mid-Columbia. For Walla Walla, we're starting in the mid 40s, making our way to the mid 50s today in the Blues. I'll have more on that in my full forecast ahead.
Kennewick police are looking for whoever stabbed a woman and a teenage girl shortly after 3:30 yesterday morning. Investigators say this happened on North Tweed Street, which is in a neighborhood about halfway between Kamiakin High School and Hawthorne Elementary School. Police say a 14-year-old girl was fighting with someone she knew, and when a woman tried to step in, they were both stabbed multiple times. They're both expected to survive. Police have not said if the woman and the teen knew each other. If you have information about what happened, you can call the non-emergency line. That's 509-628-0333, or leave an anonymous tip online at kpdtips.com.
This morning, we're learning more about the bigger planes that Alaska Airlines is flying to and from the Tri-Cities Airport. Alaska is now operating 2 737 flights per day in and out of Pasco. Airport officials tell us other airlines have been doing this for a while, and it doesn't change the routes or timing, but this could eventually have an impact on ticket prices.
Part of the issue we're facing now is our flights are fuller and we don't have the seats that we had prior to COVID. A lot of that's tied into the pilot shortage issue, so we're having smaller planes or fewer planes than we've had, so getting the bigger seats allows us to have more capacity, which then can bring prices down and also gives us the ability to start having more passengers fly out.
While the airport itself won't need new construction for these planes, the Port of Pasco says there is a new project underway that will open up more than 4,000 feet of office space for lease.
An arson investigation is underway after a house fire early yesterday morning in Walla Walla. It happened around 12:30 a.m. near Bush and Garrison Streets. A caller told firefighters flames were burning the house, or burning the outside of the home. The home was also under construction. Everyone inside made it out safely. However, city fire investigators have determined that someone set this fire intentionally. The case was forwarded to Walla Walla police.
A missing man out of Walla Walla and Columbia counties in Washington. The Walla Walla County Sheriff's Office wants to find G. Andy Benavidez. He's 47 years old, stands 5'6" and weighs about 170 pounds. He was last seen driving a 2015 red Ford 150 pickup dually with a black flatbed and black toolboxes. The truck has a Washington license plate of C29124C. If you see him, contact the Walla Walla County Sheriff at 509-527-3265. West Richland police are addressing a concern voiced by the community. This has to do with the roundabout modification project taking place on Keene and Bombing Range roads. On the agency's Facebook page, police say they have received numerous messages indicating that drivers continue to pass through the construction zone. Officers say this kind of behavior puts road workers at risk. They also remind drivers that fines double in construction zones.
Workers will remove the roundabout and replace it with an intersection and traffic signal.
It's National Drug Take Back Day this Saturday, and law enforcement and local organizations are asking people to get rid of old prescriptions and other drugs they don't need anymore. That's because kids or family members who may struggle with addiction could get a hold of them and potentially overdose. Throwing them in the garbage doesn't work because they're not good for the landfill, and flushing them can contaminate water, soil, and fish. But if you turn them in on Saturday, they'll get disposed of safely, no questions asked.
We don't even need to see it. It could just be in a grocery bag. You throw it in the thing and leave. We're not going to ask you what it is.
The Sheriff's Office and others are hosting Shreds and Meds at the Valley Mall Saturday, plus Yakima Community Coalition also taking back meds at Catholic charity locations in Yakima.
Governor Inslee is expected to sign hundreds of bills from this year's legislative session. Yesterday, he took action on several proposals designed to improve Washington's hospital staffing situation. The big one that has been debated for a couple of years now is a proposal that will require hospitals to set up a staffing committee with much more input from nurses and other care providers who are in direct contact with patients.
The bill also improves the Department of Labor Industry's ability to enforce meal breaks, rest breaks, and overtime requirements. This is a step toward addressing the nursing shortage in our state by giving nurses a stronger voice on hospital staffing committees with the intent to create a safer work environment, less burnout, and higher retention rates.
One of the big concerns we heard from the Washington State Hospital Association was that there simply aren't enough healthcare workers to hire. 2 other bills signed are intended to change that. One makes it easier for nurses certified in another state to start working in Washington. The other is designed to get more people interested in pursuing a healthcare career and get rid of as many roadblocks as possible along the way.
Washington state lawmakers have passed 2 bills that would help Astria Toppenish Hospital gain back some of the money it lost when its Medicaid reimbursement rates got cut, a loss that contributed to the closure of its labor and delivery services. House Bill 1850 would affect all hospitals in Washington state and help increase Medicaid reimbursement rates across the board. That one is on the governor's desk, but is subject to federal approval. Senator Curtis King sponsored the passing of Senate Bill 5532, specifically for Astria Toppenish Hospital, bringing its Medicaid reimbursement rates up to 120% for inpatient and double for outpatient procedures services. He says if the first bill passes, the second bill would go away, but once either bill is signed, the hospital should be covered.
I think it's a vital part and of importance to the Hispanic community in the Lower Valley as well as the tribe.
King says he doesn't know how long it might take for the federal government to make a decision on the first bill, but the second would go into effect next summer. He says that's why they're working to get the hospital about $4 million to tide them over in the meantime.
A Hanford subcontractor is facing nearly a dozen federal charges, accused of scamming the government out of more than $1 million in money that was supposed to help keep struggling businesses afloat. The U.S. Attorney for Eastern Washington says B&L Technical Services and its owner filed for Paycheck Protection Act funding during the pandemic. They allegedly got more than $1.3 million, even though as a Hanford subcontractor, they were getting paid by the Department of Energy the whole time. The U.S. Attorney says the company's owner took all that money for himself and his family and then filed for loan forgiveness. If convicted, he could be sentenced to 30 years in prison.
It's essential to survival, but dozens of Eastern Oregon residents are dealing with high levels of nitrates in their well water. Last year, Morrow County declared a state of emergency over this issue, and our Madeline Hagan tells us residents are now calling upon the state to help.
People throughout this Boardman, Oregon neighborhood are becoming increasingly concerned about what the long-term implications of having high levels of nitrates in well water could mean for future generations. They say the county, the health district have both stepped up to help. Now it's time for the state of Oregon to step in. For people like Maria Colleen, getting clean drinking water has become somewhat of a burdensome task. She and many others rely on water delivery and a rented dispenser, and for her family of 6, these jugs don't last long. This week, advocates with Oregon Rural Action and community members like Maria went to Salem demanding Governor Tina Kotek declare a state of emergency over this issue.
That was 6 people, but 6 people that have been engaged in this since last year, stepping up as leaders that represent their neighbors. We had meetings with legislators that were really positive for the most part.
Zaira Sanchez with the organization says a state of emergency would free up more funds for ongoing testing, research, and of course, clean drinking water. She says nitrate levels can fluctuate, so continuing access to tests is vital. And there's still a lot of work that needs to be done when it comes to addressing this issue. Zaira says they'd like to bring in experts to study the implications of high nitrate levels in well water, as well as make sure this community just has clean drinking water. In Boardman, Oregon, for KapKD Local News, I'm Madeline Hagan.
We'll return in just a moment, but first, Riley, let's talk about the weather. What can people expect for this Friday?
For this Friday, we're seeing some cloudy conditions, a little bit of wind as we head into a nice warm weekend, possibly even some overnight weekend showers. I'll have your extended forecast coming up.
And the latest jobs report has economists concerned as jobless claims are on the rise. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
When it comes to supplying the farm, come to Northwest Farm Supply. Keep a flock healthy and happy with the largest selection of Purina around, plus all the equipment you need to keep the farm running right. And we have the best customer service, we really do. Northwest Farm Supply in Hermiston, Prosser, and Othello.
Get $750 purchase allowance on most 2023 Cadillac CT4 and CT5 models. Visit your Yakima and Tri-Cities Cadillac dealer today.
Okay, I think we're all aware that most cell companies only give you the lowest price when you sign up for multiple lines.
What? Multiple lines?
Hello? Yeah, one sec. But US Cellular gives you just one line for $29.99 with unlimited data.
Just one line with unlimited data.
So you don't have to get more lines than you need.
No, you hang up.
Are you even listening, guy who never looks up from his phone?
Oh, not for me, I just say it.
Okay, so no, you're not listening.
Get one line for $29.99, plus every plan is price protected. US Cellular, built for us.
There's no other word quite like home. Not house, not residence, not dwelling. Because it's more than any specific place. It could be in the team spirit that keeps your heart pounding the whole drive over the mountains. It could be in the friendships that make you do one more lap around the park. Or make you able to laugh at yourself. It's a feeling, a belonging. And that's really different for everyone. So while we can't define what home is to you, what we can do is help you get there.
Find your way home in a new Chevrolet from McCurley Chevrolet and online at McCurleyChevrolet.com.
Introducing Astepro Allergy. Now available without a prescription. Astepro is the first and only 24-hour steroid-free spray. While Flonase takes hours, Astepro starts working in 30 minutes. So you can Astepro and go.
At Honda, we offer complimentary maintenance for 2 years or 24,000 miles with the Honda Service Pass program. Enjoy the ride, knowing we cover routine items like oil changes, tire rotations, and multi-point inspections. Honda Service Pass, available to purchasers of all 2023 Honda vehicles. Get yours today.
This newscast sponsored by the Working Family Tax Credit.
Time right now is 5:14. Welcome back. New economic data out Thursday suggests the U.S. economy is weakening. The Labor Department says first-time jobless claims rose to 245,000 for the week ending April 15th. That's about 5,000 more than economists were expecting. Weekly jobless claims have been ticking up in the past few weeks. They are now hovering slightly above pre-pandemic levels. Continuing jobless claims, which are filed by people who have received unemployment benefits for more than 1 week, were also up. The Federal Reserve has been hoping the labor market would soften to help ease the pressure on inflation.
The maker of Narcan nasal spray is working to lower the cost of the life-saving product. Emergent said in a statement Thursday that it is aiming for an out-of-pocket price of less than $50 for its Narcan now that the Food and Drug Administration allows for over-the-counter sales. Its goal is to match the price that government agencies, nonprofits, and first responders pay. The wholesale price is $125. Pricing for over-the-counter Narcan will be left to individual retailers. Emergent aims to have the Narcan available online and in stores by late summer.
Coming up, the Mid-Columbia Ballet has been hard at work preparing for its newest performance. A look at the tales of beloved children's author, Dr. Seuss. And Riley Fitzgerald returns with a look at your First Alert forecast.
Ensuring your loved ones are taken care of is so important, but finding the time to help can be challenging. That's where Visiting Angels comes in. Our compassionate caregivers and Visiting Angels team can manage the day-to-day in-home assistance your loved ones need. We offer award-winning care on your terms. Nationally known, locally owned. Call us today at 509-582-7800 for a free consultation, or visit us online at visitingangels.com/Kennewick.
Welcome to the Village Bistro. We're happy you're here. I wanted to share with you some of the things we have on our menu. One of my favorite things is our lemon ricotta pancakes, topped with blueberries and powdered sugar and butter, and oh my, they are so delicious. You gotta try our 4-cheese mac and cheese or burgers. Some say they're the best in town. We love to get to know each customer that comes in, and we want you to feel like family when you're with us.
At Honda, we offer complimentary maintenance for 2 years or 24,000 miles. Just enjoy the ride, knowing we cover routine items like oil changes, tire rotations, and multi-point inspections. Honda Service Pass, available to purchasers of all 2023 Honda vehicles. Get yours today.
Your roof protects your home and family every day. Shouldn't it be the best roof possible? With Air Roofing, a family-owned business in Prosser, you'll see why our customer reviews speak for themselves. No job too small, big enough to take care of your roofing needs. Air Roofing, a company built on quality and reputation.
Get amazing savings right now during the Memorial Day sale at More Furniture, all under $1,000. Relax in style on this reclining sofa featuring fold-down console with cup holders, power outlets, and lights for only $9.95. Gather the gang on this oversized plush sofa with 3 reclining seats for only $9.95. Value and function are always in style at More Furniture, and now you can have it all for less than $1,000. Preview these sales specials and chat with one of our design experts at morefurniture.com.
This is a town called Basic. It's pretty hard to stand out around here. But if you pull up in a 2023 Nissan Rogue, you'll stand out before your feet even hit the pavement.
Can you make mine look like that?
Anything but basic. The 2023 Nissan Rogue. Get a low $399 per month lease on Rogue or get 0% financing for 36 months on select models.
With Chase Freedom Unlimited, you can cash back 3% on dining, including takeout. Cash back on flapjacks, baby backs, or tacos at the Taco Shack.
Nah, I'm working on my 6-pack.
Well, good luck with that. Earn big with Chase Freedom Unlimited with no annual fee. How do you cash back?
Cap KVU First Alert Weather, helping keep you and your family safe. Now, Cap KVU First Alert Weather.
We're taking a live look outside of the Giza Stadium Skycam, looking over Pasco. Everyone's on their morning commutes out at 5:19 this morning. We're going to be taking a look at our First Alert weather forecast. Happy Friday, everybody. Hope you're having an amazing day. We're looking forward to a warmer weekend ahead. We've got some light winds in our areas that have definitely been lowering throughout our week, and we're looking into some overnight weekend showers. So let's get into our showers as we look at our futurecast. We're starting out with a cloudy morning on Friday into a few showers below the Tri-Cities. Into Friday night, still that cloud coverage, but as we get into Saturday morning, we're definitely seeing those overnight showers that I was talking about. Definitely across the Tri-Cities, down into the Blues, some sustained rain that's going to go really quickly throughout our areas into a cloudy Saturday morning. Into Sunday morning is the next time we see that that rain that's going to be coming through our area, some speckled coverage. And into Sunday morning, when we might even see some thunder and lightning over in the Walla Walla area. Into our wind coverage for today, we're seeing some wind. It's definitely going to be dropping on Saturday. We're going to be seeing the temperatures raise on Saturday and the winds drop. As we get into the start of our work week, those winds pick up just a little bit and settle down just a little bit as we go into the rest of our work week. For today, in the Yakima Valley area, we're seeing the mid to high 50s. In the mid-Columbia, we're seeing around 60 degrees. And in the Blues, we're in the mid 50s today. For our weather tonight, we're in the 30s and 40s, and it's going to be cloudy across our areas for tonight. For our 7-day forecast in Yakima, we're starting in the 50s. We can see we're going to be sunny and cloudy throughout our entire work week and throughout the rest of our week. For our weekend, that weather is raising just a little bit, dropping a little bit at the start of the work week, and then raising throughout the rest of it. For the Tri-Cities, we're seeing 60 degrees and a little bit overcast for the Tri-Cities. We're raising into the weekend. Following that trend, we might see that rain coverage coming on Sunday, raising the weather throughout the rest of the work week. So remember, we've got some wind today. We're going to be looking into some weekend overnight showers, but overall it looks like it's going to be a nice weekend ahead. Back to you.
The Mid-Columbia Ballet has spent the last 2 months preparing for a full day of performances of Ballet de Seuss this Saturday. It's a performance that will take the audience on a journey through some of the stories of Dr. Seuss. For this week's edition of Art Beat, I caught up with the dancers during a rehearsal who told me they were having just as much fun as they appeared to be.
It's a show full of color, over-the-top expressions, and feathers. The Mid-Columbia Ballet is preparing to perform Ballet de Seuss, and the dancers are having a good time doing so.
Oh, it's been so much fun. Yeah, I've just been able to play around with my friends mostly.
I just think that the fun we have while we're out here doing our thing and performing is just so important because, sometimes, it gets stressful, but I just love how much of a community we are.
The cornerstone of this community is Deborah Rogo.
I've been the artistic director for 35 years, so I've seen lots of little kids grow up, which is super exciting to see them do little children's roles where they're not doing very much and it's small, and then they get to be beautiful dancers.
Beautiful dancers in a somewhat unconventional ballet.
In May, we're doing Swan Lake. This is the opposite extreme to that. So this is the ballet where they can just have sheer joy. Their technique is it's not a technique driven, whereas when you come see Swan Lake in May, it is all technique driven. So it's just a very different animal for them.
18-year-old Natalie Shearer portrays the character of Gertrude McFuzz.
For me, it's not really a character because I'm on stage with some of my best friends, and so she's making funny faces at me, and when I make funny faces or I laugh, they're real because I'm having such a good time.
The Mid-Columbia Ballet will perform Ballet de Seuss just 4 times on Saturday.
It doesn't matter whether it's a play or a musical or a ballet. There's so much energy put into getting it ready, and then you have that moment on the stage that's joyous and sad when it finishes.
A sensory-friendly performance will take place tonight. Saturday's performances of Ballet de Seuss will take place at 1 p.m., 2:30, 4:30, and 6 at the Academy of Children's Theater in Richland. Tickets are $10, and we have a link to ticket information on our website, yaktrinews.com. An annual rite of spring in the Tri-Cities, a pond near the Playground of Dreams in Kennewick, now stocked with thousands of fish. This is the 23rd year of the Kids Outdoor Education's Kids Fishing Derby. Our cameras were at the pond in Columbia Park yesterday morning for the fish release. The pond now stocked with between 6,000 and 8,000 trout. The organizers of this event say it provides kids who might not otherwise get a chance to grab a line and catch a fish.
23rd year. And during the Derby, every kid gets a brand new rod and reel to keep. Limits 3 fish. We have fish cleaning stations so mom doesn't have to do it in the kitchen sink. And then Sunday is open to all kids because it'll be good for about the next month.
As you heard, each participant gets a rod and reel to keep. Registration for the event has already closed due to overwhelming interest. Those with special needs can fish at the pond later today from noon until sunset. The Derby takes place Saturday for children under age 15. Then Sunday, the pond opens to regular fishing for kids under age 15, seniors, and those with special needs. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, today is a day to think about a simpler time when nap times and coloring were probably a bit more common. It's National Kindergarten Day.
Shelter. Out here, it's the most important thing. But the good thing is, my Ford F-150 provides enough power to keep working.
Get a great deal on an F-150, only at your local Ford dealer.
Make your first move with battery power made by Steel. Right now, save $50 on the FSA 57 battery trimmer. Real Steel. Find yours.
Make an experience this weekend to Vapiano. Relax in the country, experience the wine, and share in the joy. Vapiano awaits you and your friends. Make it a day to remember. Vapiano Estate and Winery. Slow down, enjoy the journey.
Whether you're looking for your next houseplant, getting those spring flowers in the ground, or planting your dream garden landscape, Queensgate Gardens is the place to go. Queensgate Gardens in Richland. Let's grow together.
Welcome to the final push, where legends break through and legacies are etched in gold. It's playoffs time, and whatever happens next is going to be beautiful.
Put some spring into your step with Great Floors. Shop exclusive specials throughout our showroom on carpet, luxury vinyl, and cultivated wood. Save on Karastan carpet, only $20.23 for a whole home installation. Our huge selection and expert team are here to help you recreate the perfect look and feel of your home. Great Floors offers 12-month 0% financing, so you are free to select the exact flooring you want. Visit a showroom today and live life on Great Floors.
No matter what type of dog you have, or cat you have, Frontline Plus lets you take them everywhere, no matter how you define it. Frontline, the #1 name in flea and tick protection.
Hey fans, it's Eric the Peanut Guy from your Tri-City Dust Devils. Come out to Geisa Stadium this week, April 18th through the 23rd. Bring out the kids for Family Feast Night on Friday, April 21st, and enjoy $2 hot dogs, ice cream sandwiches, Coca-Cola products, and more. Then on Saturday, April 22nd, stick around after the game for our fabulous post-game fireworks show, presented by Cascade Natural Gas. For tickets, visit DustDevilsBaseball.com. Dust Devils Baseball. It'll blow you away.
That sound. Wolves. Boy, they sound hungry.
Load up, wolves!
Good thing this Ford Explorer has Sync 3 technology. Keeps them entertained on the way to dinner.
Get a great deal on an Explorer, only at your local Ford dealer.
Portion of Cap KV sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back. It is 5:29 on this Friday morning. Remember your kindergarten days where you got to explore your creative side, color, and enjoy nap time without being judged.
Oh, I miss it. Well, today is a perfect day to reflect on that. It's National Kindergarten Day. We celebrate all the curiosity and interest-driven learning at the heart of kindergarten teaching every April 1st.
April 21st.
21st.
Yes.
Excuse me.
It's the birthday of German educator Friedrich Froebel, who started the first kindergarten in the 1800s. And at the time, it was a play and activity institute to help young children transition from home to school. And today, nearly all states require school districts to offer some form of kindergarten for 5-year-olds.
Amazing.
Do you remember much from your kindergarten days, Riley?
I don't remember much from actually being in kindergarten, maybe too many nap times, but I do recall being in the PM session. There's AM and PM at the school that I went to, and so I would spend my mornings playing video games, getting totally prepared to go
to be a kid.
kindergarten. And you went to school in Canada.
Yes.
And so how do you know if it differentiates between American and Canadian schools?
I don't think it does much, especially not in kindergarten.
100%.
No, it's a lot of fun in kindergarten.
Fantastic. I'll have a look at your first alert forecast that is on the way.
And coming up on Good Morning Northwest, as eyes start to turn towards the 2024 election, politicians are announcing their intentions to run for president. And the launch of the most powerful rocket met an early end. What's happened with SpaceX's launch? Next.
In today's Tech Bites, Twitter makes good on a promise. Twitter is removing the blue check marks from legacy verified accounts. They were used to make sure accounts of notable people or organizations were actually run by those people or groups. Now a check mark is going to cost subscribers $8 per month. Next, Atari just acquired the rights to more than 100 games that were launched in the 80s and 90s. The CEO says many of them will be re-released in modern formats, and reimagined versions of classic games like Asteroids and Missile Command are reportedly in the works. And the Grateful Dead has come back to life on TikTok. Exclusive Dead content will be posted on the app under the band's name, including old concert footage. The Grateful Dead officially ended after the death of co-founder Jerry Garcia in 1995. Those are your Tech Bites. Have a great day.
That's me before Dawn Power Wash. Soaking, scrubbing, that's life. Was life. Now Power Wash gives me the power of an overnight soak in minutes. I'm sorry, minutes? With 3 cleaning boosters not found in traditional dish soaps that help break down, loosen, and lift away food and grease. So much faster. Just spray suds on. No water needed till rinsing. Tougher mess? Let the suds sit a few minutes before wiping. Even cleans the grill. Thank you. It's more than soap. It's Power Wash.
With Allegra, allergies don't hold us back. Allegra starts working 2 times faster than Claritin. And unlike Zyrtec, it won't make us drowsy, so you can live your greatness. And Allegra Hives works from the inside to relieve itching and reduce hives for 24 hours.
Your shipping manager left to find themselves, leaving you lost. You need to hire.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Indeed Instant Match instantly delivers quality candidates matching your job description. Visit Indeed.com/hire.
President Biden has reportedly signed off on a plan to run for president in 2024. And a 6th person has been arrested in connection with the Alabama Sweet 16 shooting.
And we have a look at morning conditions. The sun is starting to rise. Your first alert forecast right now.
From CapKView Local News, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
And I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
And I am so excited that it's Friday and that we're looking at a little bit of warmer conditions on the weekend.
Some sun, some clouds, some wind. Let's take a look at the forecast. Happy Friday, everyone. We're looking forward to a warmer weekend ahead. We're seeing some light winds today, as we have been seeing for the last couple days. They've been lowering as we've been going on. We're looking into some overnight weekend showers. We'll get more into that in my full forecast. For today in the Yakima area, we're starting with some high 30 degrees, making our way into the mid to high 50s. That's in the Yakima Valley area. For the Tri-Cities in the Mid-Columbia, we're starting in the mid to high 40s, and we're going to be reaching about 60 degrees across the Mid-Columbia. For Walla Walla, we're starting in the mid-40s, making our way to the mid-50s today in the Blues. I'll have more on that in my full forecast ahead.
On Thursday night, conservative radio talk show host Larry Elder told Fox News that he's running for president in 2024. And according to numerous sources, another announcement like this is expected from the current commander-in-chief. John Lawrence reports.
It appears President Joe Biden wants to spend another 4 years at the White House. Biden has reportedly signed off on a plan to formalize his intentions to run for re-election.
As my mother in Miss Graham said, God love you.
4 sources familiar with the situation say a video announcement about another White House bid could be released as soon as Tuesday.
If you look at the polls right now, it looks like it's Trump and Biden. Okay, I guess I'm going to have to pick. Maybe we should try to avoid that.
But Biden has more pressing matters than a possible rematch against former President Donald Trump, including this week's report from the Labor Department, which says first-time jobless claims are up, and the looming deadline for raising the U.S.'s debt ceiling.
Would you simply raise the limit, or would you first sit down and look at what you're spending your money on? Every household does that, and Congress should do the same.
House Speaker Kevin McCarthy's plan, which he says will get through the House next week, has not impressed the Biden administration.
The way to have a real negotiation on the budget is for House Republicans to take threats of default when it comes to the economy and what it could potentially do to the economy off the table.
If McCarthy's bill gets through the House, it's not expected to pass the Democratic-led Senate. I'm John Lawrence reporting.
Authorities in Alabama have announced a 6th arrest in the weekend mass shooting in Dadeville that left 4 people dead and 32 injured. A 15-year-old from Tuskegee, Alabama was arrested and formally charged with 4 counts of reckless murder Thursday. The 15-year-old, who has not been named, joins 20-year-old Johnny Letron Brown, 16-year-old Travis McCullough, and 17-year-old Tyreek McCullough, and 20-year-old Wilson Hill Jr., who are facing the same charges. The suspects are accused of being the gunman who opened fire at a Sweet 16 birthday party in Dadeville Saturday night. With the exception of the 15-year-old, the suspects are being held without bond in the Tallapoosa County Jail. The location or condition of the 15-year-old's detention is currently unknown. And the most powerful rocket ever built faced its biggest test yet Thursday. SpaceX's Starship, designed to transport cargo and people to the moon and potentially even to Mars, first had to prove it could lift off from the orbital launch pad. That's where this story takes a twist. Emily Schmidt reports.
SpaceX's Starship is about big scale, big plans.
8, 7, 6.
And as of Thursday morning, big send-off. At 8:33 Central Time, Starship lifted off from the orbital launch pad for the first time, soaring higher than any Starship so far. Then, SpaceX says multiple engines went out. Starship exploded. Big loss? Listen to the live SpaceX commentary. SpaceX CEO Elon Musk tweeted his congratulations to the team, despite the explosion SpaceX called a rapid, unscheduled disassembly. Space experts say it's the right call.
The whole job of test is to find out what goes wrong, to let things fail.
There definitely were some big successes here.
They'll overcome this, and we'll be on the way, and we'll be landing on the moon late 25, early 26.
We're going inside? A live stream group more than 5 miles from the launch ran inside when apparent debris started falling from the sky. Others said sand-like particles covered their cars. The FAA says there were no injuries or public property damage reported. It will oversee the investigation to ensure Starship can return to flight.
I think it's the right thing that we are looking up and looking and dreaming big and trying to push our frontiers.
This future crew member says the explosion doesn't deter him, accepting big risks in hopes of bigger discoveries. I'm Emily Schmidt reporting.
All right, before we head to break, Riley, can you give us a preview of your First Alert forecast?
So we're going to be seeing some clouds, some winds. Oh, the sun is coming up over the Tri-Cities. We are looking through our GISA Skycam, and we're going to be tracking the next 4 hours. More details about what you can expect coming up in our First Alert forecast.
And the Directors Guild of America has issued a warning for its members as the Writers Guild plans its strike.
At Affordable Dentures and Implants, we believe in the healing power of a new smile, the way it makes you look and feel, the way a smile lights up a room, so people can see the best version of you. Which is why we make new smiles affordable for everyone, so you don't need to wait another day to get your smile back. Scan the QR code to learn more, or visit affordabledentures.com.
Go ahead and smile.
When great food meets delivery, people just smile. Taste and See Deli in Yakima offers delicious catering that's home cooked like family. And whether you need a dozen box lunches or 100 breakfast burritos, we've got you covered. Give us a call or stop by. Taste and See Deli.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, deep breaths and watch your speed. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So let's turn here.
During our spring tire sale, we watch out for your wallet too. Save up to $175 when you buy select tires with financing. Les Schwab Tires.
In the market for an RV? Do not buy any RV before you shop Clickin' RV. Because Clickin' RV has just acquired over 300 2022 fifth wheels, travel trailers, toy haulers, and motorhomes. And everyone is just $199 over invoice. And take advantage of 0 down, no payments for 90 days, and low interest financing. Plus guaranteed lowest price and lifetime warranty. So don't miss the Clickin' RV Do Not Buy sale. Going on now at all 5 locations, including right here in Pasco.
What's important to me when I look for a place to work is somewhere that shares the same morals and values that I have. What attracted me to working at McCurley is just how much I do for the community. And they do a lot for Trot, Therapeutic Riding of Tri-Cities, which I have a personal connection with. My son Caden, he has autism and he goes there, and I just was like, you know what, McCurley would be the best place for me to work. What I love most about what I do is I am a champion for my customers. Like, hey, I'm here to help you get into the best vehicle possible, the vehicle that works for you, and I'm gonna listen to you. Everything that you're needing, I'm gonna help you and find that for you. We care about our customers and making sure that they get into the best and safest vehicle possible. I'm Taylor Boyce, and I'm driving change at McCurley.
Find your way home and help make an impact in our community in a new Mazda from McCurley Mazda.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need. With the money we saved, we tried electric unicycles.
I think I got it.
Doggy paddle, only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Portion of Cap KVU sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back. The Directors Guild of America has a stark warning for its members. You must cross the picket line if the Writers Guild goes on strike. The Writers Guild of America has voted to authorize a strike on May 1st if there is not a new contract with the Alliance of Motion Pictures and Television Producers, or AMPTP. But the Directors Guild reminded its members that their contract states they will not engage in or assist any strike affecting motion picture production against the employer. That includes production companies, streamers, and studios they say would be violating their contract if they join the picket line and could face repercussions from their employers, including being replaced. Meanwhile, the Directors Guild contract with the AMPTP expires on June 10th, and negotiations are expected to begin early next month.
New Mexico prosecutors have announced they will dismiss charges against actor Alec Baldwin over the shooting on the Rust film set. Sources close to the investigation say there is evidence that the gun used in the shooting had been modified, which could have caused it to fire unexpectedly. Baldwin's attorney tells CNN that prosecutors in New Mexico plan to file a notice to dismiss the involuntary manslaughter charges against his client, but a special prosecutor says it is possible the dismissal of charges may only be temporary, pending further investigation. Helena Hutchins, the film's cinematographer, was struck and killed by a live round of ammunition fired from a prop gun being held by Baldwin. The incident happened while rehearsing a scene on the set of Rust in 2021. Baldwin has pleaded not guilty. A status hearing for the case is set for this afternoon when prosecutors may reveal more information. The film's weapons handler, Hannah Gutierrez Reed, is now the sole defendant in the case, facing 18 months for involuntary manslaughter.
Coming up, a major bill has been signed into law that outlaws the death penalty in the state of Washington. And we'll return with a look at your First Alert weather forecast. That's next.
The best way to end your day.
That is good TV.
Friends, tonight at 11:05.
It's the biggest sale of the season at Furniture Row, so get ready because everything is on sale. Save on living, dining, and bedroom, plus 3 years no interest. The biggest sale of the season at Furniture Row ends soon.
At the Blue Mountain Station in Dayton, Washington, we invest in community. Our partners include Sweet Cheeks Bake Shop, Cedar Rain Spirits, Onyx Farms, Ray's Roast, Red Band Cellars, Bard and Bead Meadery, and the Co-op and Commercial Kitchen. We invite you to explore Dayton today.
Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Building castles in the sky. Just the two of us. You and I.
The LG Wash Tower. Redefine laundry in half the space.
You work hard for your money, and now you can get up to $1,200 back on state taxes you already paid with the Washington State Working Families Tax Credit. Visit workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
And now please welcome Anna Montoya.
Fellow students.
April is National Foot and Ankle Health Awareness Month. Maintain a healthy weight. Excess pounds can cause stress fractures and foot pain. More at yaktrynews.com.
Prosser Orthopedic Center podiatrist Dr. Jared Clifford is accepting new patients. This is how we care.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through June 30th, receive rebates up to $2,100 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air.
It's a 2-night Idol event.
Perfecto.
2 of your favorites return to rock the stage. Woo! Plus, you voted and we go live to reveal your top 12.
Dim the lights.
Oh my God. American Idol, new Sunday and Monday on ABC.
It's bacon! Smoky bacon. Meaty bacon. Tasty bacon! Bacon! Oh, I love you.
Dogs go bonkers for bacon.
And try bacon pizza flavor.
Pizza!
For over 30 years, Denver Mattress has been improving the sleeping lives of millions, one night at a time. And check out the Summit Firm, now only $332.49, plus 3 years no interest and free shipping. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right mattress.
Now, Cap KVUE First Alert weather.
Welcome back, everyone. We're taking a look outside of the Giza Stadium Skycam with the Dust Devils. We see everyone on their morning commutes this morning going across their day. Let's take a look at your full forecast. Happy Friday, everybody. Hope you're having an amazing day. We're looking forward to a warmer weekend ahead. We've got some light winds in our areas that have definitely been lowering throughout our week, and we're looking into some overnight weekend showers. So let's get into our showers as we look at our futurecast. We're starting out with a cloudy morning on Friday into a few showers below the Tri-Cities. Into Friday night, still that cloud coverage, but as we get into Saturday morning, we're definitely seeing those overnight showers that I was talking about. Definitely across the Tri-Cities, down into the Blues, some sustained rain that's going to go really quickly throughout our areas into a cloudy Saturday morning. Into Sunday morning is the next time we see that that rain that's going to be coming through our area, some speckled coverage. And into Sunday morning when we might even see some thunder and lightning over in the Walla Walla area. into our wind coverage for today, we're seeing some wind. It's definitely going to be dropping on Saturday. We're going to be seeing the temperatures raise on Saturday and the winds drop. As we get into the start of our work week, those winds pick up just a little bit and settle down just a little bit as we go into the rest of our work week. For today, in the Yakima Valley area, we're seeing the mid to high 50s. In the mid-Columbia, we're seeing around 60 degrees. And in the Blues, we're in the mid-50s today. For our weather tonight, we're in the 30s and 40s, and it's going to be cloudy across our areas for tonight. For our 7-day forecast in Yakima, we're starting in the 50s. We can see we're going to be sunny and cloudy throughout our entire work week and throughout the rest of our week. For our weekend, that weather is raising just a little bit, dropping a little bit at the start of the work week, and then raising throughout the rest of it. For the Tri-Cities, we're seeing 60 degrees and a little bit overcast for the Tri-Cities. We're raising into the weekend. Following that trend, we might see that rain coverage coming on Sunday, raising the weather throughout the rest of the work week. So remember, we've got some wind today. We're going to be looking into some weekend overnight showers, but overall it looks like it's going to be a nice weekend ahead. Back to you.
Thank you, Riley. Washington is officially saying goodbye to the death penalty. Yesterday, Governor Jay Inslee signed a bill removing capital punishment from the books. That's tucked into a long list of changes to Washington law addressing punishments for everything from selling violent video games to children to murder. We have a link to the complete bill with all of its changes on our website, yaktrinews.com. And yesterday, a crowd gathered to see Governor Inslee sign those changes into law.
Let's be clear. By this act, we are ending the death penalty in the state of Washington, period. The penalty has been applied unequally and in a racially insensitive manner. This is a day to move forward for fairness in the state of Washington. With this, I'm signing this bill.
Governor Inslee declared in 2014 that he would not allow executions while he's in office. And in 2018, the state Supreme Court overturned capital punishment in Washington. The last execution in Washington was in 2010.
Governor Inslee also signed a new law making it so that electric companies can't cut the power during a heat wave, even if you're behind on your bill. This is an expansion of a previous state law intended to make sure people have access to heat during the winter. The new version says electric companies can't shut off the service on days when the National Weather Service has issued a heat-related alert, like a heat advisory in the area. If the power company has already cut off service because of an unpaid bill, you'll be able to contact them and ask for it to be turned back on, but only during the heat event. And you will still have to work with the power company to get up to date on the bill.
State Senator Patty Murray made history Wednesday. The Democrat became the first woman to cast 10,000 votes in the Senate. That brought a round of clapping on the Senate floor, where such celebration is rare. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer called her the voice of the Senate and the country. Republicans also lauded Murray, with Minority Leader Mitch McConnell sharing memories of when she was first elected to the chamber in 1992. Just 32 senators have reached the same milestone. President Joe Biden and Senator McConnell are among them. It comes just 4 months after Murray became the first woman to be elected Senate President pro tem. When we come back, around 1 million people in the United States are living with Parkinson's disease, and one New Jersey group is using the power of music to help manage symptoms of this illness.
At Honda, we offer complimentary maintenance for 2 years or 24,000 miles. Just enjoy the ride, knowing we cover routine items like oil changes, tire rotations, and multi-point inspections. Honda Service Pass, available to purchasers of all 2023 Honda vehicles. Get yours today.
At West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco, we are open from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m., Monday through Friday, plus Saturdays for when the week gets to be too full. West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco, stunning smiles for the whole family.
shelter. Out here, it's the most important thing. But the good thing is, my Ford F-150 provides enough power to keep working.
Get a great deal on an F-150, only at your local Ford dealer.
Homeowners, Washington is moving to renewable power. Consider an investment in green energy. Rooftop solar with Solar Power Northwest, a true one-stop shop. Solar Power Northwest, a better way to solar.
This is how legends are made.
Chevy Silverado and new Silverado HD. Choose your own path with the #1 best-selling retail full-size pickup and see where it takes you. Find new roads. It's Chevy truck season. Get 0% financing plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups or get $2,250 total cash allowance on a 2023 Silverado with a turbo high output engine. See your community Chevy dealers.
Are you ready to hit the road and make unforgettable memories with your family? Look no further than our RVs, designed with comfort and adventure in mind.
If you're looking for a high-quality trailer at the right price, this is the place.
My experience at Broadmoor RV has been professional, on time. They answer all my questions.
The RV we have now is pretty spacious compared to what we had before. It feels like a home away from home.
Broadmoor RV makes camping fun.
You don't have to wait to save at More Furniture for less, because we're kicking off our Memorial Day sale this weekend. You're invited to beat the crowds and save with incredible values for every room in your home. We have all the looks you love to get your home ready for summer, all at our lowest prices. At More Furniture, value meets style every day. And with additional sale pricing store-wide, our prices are unbeatable. Visit morefurniture.com to preview all Memorial Day sale specials and chat with a furniture expert.
That sound. Wolves. Boy, they sound hungry.
Load up, wolves!
Good thing this Ford Explorer has Sync 3 technology. Keeps them entertained on the way to dinner.
Get a great deal on an Explorer, only at your local Ford dealer.
Prosser Orthopedic Center podiatrist Dr. Jared Clifford is accepting new patients.
Welcome back. About 1 million people are living in the United States with Parkinson's disease, an illness that can break down the body over time.
But as Nick Medina shows us, a group in New Jersey is fighting back using music.
It's showtime for the Parkinson's Choir, a night to bond and let loose because Parkinson's has a way of putting life on hold.
It's affected my life in so many different ways. It is a struggle.
The body begins its betrayal. Even talking takes work.
If your voice starts to collapse within itself, you hear it, but nobody else can. So it's very important to speak with intent in everything that you do.
Singing can help, sometimes even improve speech.
For Parkinson's, exercise is medicine. So doing things like singing, like speech therapy and voice therapy, those are all really important.
The group has been going about 4 years with weekly practices. You can tell by the songs, the theme tonight is togetherness, mixing in a little comedy.
Not everyone who publicly drools is psycho or mad.
Everyone deals with it differently as the symptoms hit people differently. But here, they all relate.
I fell down last night, or I wanted to say a word and the word wouldn't come out. I was calling the stove the refrigerator, and these people understand. I don't feel embarrassed.
She used to be a lawyer and says since her diagnosis almost 10 years ago, this has helped her confidence, in a way forcing her to appreciate moments like this.
I'm doing things I never would have even dreamed of. I'm singing here in a concert with people. I'm a shower singer. I can't believe that I'm out of the shower singing.
And Parkinson's has no cure, but it is possible to manage symptoms with medicine and therapies. And it is so incredible to see the power of music. I know music has also been useful for things like Alzheimer's. So.
Yes, and